The Lone Star State now home to the Texas heartbeat law, which bans most abortions. It outlaws abortions once a doctor detects a fetal heartbeat. That can be as early as 6 weeks into a pregnancy. Now, there's no exception for rape or incest. A private citizen will essentially enforce this law.
Now, the only exception is for medical emergencies, but there's some confusion about how this could be handled in court because of privacy rules for doctors and patients. KVUE's Mike Marute joins us now live. And Mike, you spoke with attorneys today. Have they figured out how this is going to go?
That's right, Brian and Quita. This will be a unique challenge going into the courts. And like you mentioned, this new law will be civilly enforced as opposed to criminally enforced. So if providers don't actually say that they are doing these services, medical privacy laws may make it pretty difficult to prove that abortions happen. The fetal heartbeat bill led to protests across Texas Wednesday. Some loud, abortion is sacred, my body is my own. Some quiet. But with the new law now in place, attorneys in Texas say courtrooms will see the next battles over abortions.
I don't know that anybody knows.
There was nothing in the bill specifically that talked about how people know or understand.
David Donati is a civil rights lawyer for the ACLU in Houston. He says the law basically allows anyone to sue someone else for providing abortion services in Texas, and that could lead to a cash reward.
You could imagine that an anti-abortion activist or someone who just really wants that $10,000 bounty will want to bring the case where they want to bring the case.
But Chelsea Yeoman with Human Coalition Action says lawsuits might not come from just anyone who believes an abortion happened. They may come from people with personal knowledge.
It could be the unborn child's father who knows that there was an abortion conducted and he's sad he lost a child.
Under the law, anyone who helps someone get an abortion, even by doing something like driving them to a clinic, can also face civil action. The new law has actually drawn national attention, and the ACLU has filed an emergency petition with the Supreme Court to actually address the heartbeat bill, but we have yet to hear from the Supreme Court on this new law. So as lawsuits continue both at the state and the federal level, abortion service providers we heard from today say that they have hit pause on providing those services. Brian, Quita.
KVUE's Mike Marute live in downtown. Mike, thank you very much.
President Joe Biden condemned the Texas heartbeat bill today. In a statement, he wrote that it, quote, blatantly violates the constitutional right established under Roe v. Wade and upheld as precedent for nearly half a century, end quote. But the White House hasn't said if the federal government will take any specific action.